Hollow Valley, Montana Territory, 1881, was buried under a brutal winter's night, where the wind cut like knives, and the snow glittered like shards of glass under a pale moon. Inside a small log cabin, Elara Miles shivered beneath a thin blanket, trying to keep the fire alive as the storm rattled the walls. Suddenly, pounding shook the door, hard and relentless, echoing like war drums across the silent valley. Before she could react, the door burst open. Her husband, Duke Miles, stormed in, torch in hand, fury written across his face, and behind him 2 rough men followed, their eyes dark and merciless. "Here she is," Duke roared, voice thick with pride and anger. "The curse on my land. The reason my bloodline ends." Elara's heart froze. "Duke, please. I've done nothing wrong." But no one listened. Rough hands grabbed her arms, yanking her into the cold night. Her bare feet cut against the frozen ground, her nightgown torn and snow-clinging. Behind her, the people of Hollow Valley poured into the streets, torches casting angry flickers of light across the snow. Mothers clutched children to their sides. Men spat and jeered, and the town followed, hungry for spectacle, eager to blame someone for the harsh winter and failing crops. They dragged her to the town square, where a weathered wooden post stood, scarred by years of frontier punishments. They tied her to it tightly, the coarse rope cutting into her wrists as snow dusted her hair and shoulders. Duke's chest swelled with authority as he addressed the crowd. Lifting a red-hot branding iron, "A woman who cannot bear children is no woman at all. She has brought a curse upon this land." The crowd erupted in approval, voices shouting and echoing against the wooden buildings, their fear and cruelty mingling in the icy air. Elara's voice cracked. "Please, don't do this." The iron hovered over her skin, glowing orange in the torchlight, when suddenly the wind shifted, blowing out several lanterns. A sound thundered through the square, a crash, a snapping of rope, and the tension snapped like a wire. The rope that bound Elara tore apart, and she fell into the snow. The crowd gasped and stumbled back. A massive figure loomed through the flurries of snow. Bram Hawthorne, the mountain man of Timberwolf Ridge, frost crusting his thick beard, axe in hand, eyes burning with an almost feral intensity. Duke lunged at him, brand raised, but Bram did not speak. He simply stood firm, a wall of stone and winter fury. "Anyone touches her," he growled, "loses the hand they use." The crowd, once brave in numbers, now shrank under his presence, whispering among themselves. The Old Town doctor stepped forward, voice quivering but sharp. "Duke, it is not her fault. You are barren, not Elara. I warned you in the spring, and you lied to protect your pride." A stunned silence fell. The mob's fury dissipated as quickly as it had flared, replaced by murmurs of disgust and shame. Duke's face went pale, rage twisting into humiliation. Women shielded their children, and even the bravest men averted their gaze. The sheriff's lies had been revealed, and justice, in the most unexpected form, had arrived. Duke lunged at Bram one last time, but the mountain man sidestepped effortlessly and slammed him into the snow. Bram turned to Elara, offering a hand to lift her from the frozen ground. "You don't belong here," he said gently. "Come with me." Tears streamed down Elara's face, a mixture of fear, relief, and gratitude. "Will you help me leave?" she whispered. Bram nodded. Together, they walked away from Hollow Valley, leaving behind the tormented town, the bitter winter, and the shameful truth that had been hidden too long. The wind whispered through the pines as they disappeared into the wilderness, the first light of dawn casting golden streaks across the snow. Hollow Valley would never forget the night a woman was nearly destroyed by lies and fear, and the mountain man who cut the rope and saved her life.